Okay. And I'll share my screen. So, what we've been, uh, one of the things we've been doing, Tanveer, is if you go to
Mm.
this website, explorer.corestack, yeah,
Yes, I went to this website.
yeah, and if you come down to this thing on water body rejuvenation, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, what we're working with one of our partners is, let's say we go here. Um, so, what some organizations do is something called water body rejuvenation.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
so these water bodies, silt accumulates in them and they get
And
silted up.
purified. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then the rejuvenation is typically where they might conduct some repairs on the water body and they
Yes,
also
sir.
desilt
Treating the
it.
water and
Right. And they take out silt and the silt is then distributed to farmers who might want it. Right. But another value of this is that it creates more, in some sense, more space in the water body. Yeah.
yes, sir.
So if we go to, let's say, this one, yeah. So now what we are doing in the core stack is um, we automatically detect these water bodies. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So now what this dashboard is showing is that in 2017, this large patch is perennial water. That water was here throughout the year.
Yes,
In
sir.
this is slightly lighter. Water was here until the post-monsoon, winters. And this is water was there only during the monsoon. And this other area did not have water. This was probably barren or maybe somebody cropped something over here. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So in this way, maybe this year there was less rain or something and there was very less water. Yeah, maybe, right? There might be different processes, right? So there's different sets of water, right? So this intervention was done in 2023. And it's interesting that after the intervention, yeah, there is more water than before the intervention. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what we're also doing in this comparison is that we're trying to see that after the intervention, how much rainfall had happened and which pre-intervention, some year before the intervention, is this
Next
rainfall
to this.
similar to?
Yes.
So you understand that
Yes,
comparison
sir.
here means that this is the intervention. You take 1 year after the intervention and you see what was the rainfall in that year
Yes,
and
sir.
which previous year had similar rainfall. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we are doing this so that we compare like to like, apples to apples, oranges to
Yes, sir.
oranges, right? Because it's possible that maybe, hypothetically, if in this year the rainfall was very high and water was also very easily available, then, eh, right, so you couldn't say that this increase in water is because of the intervention. It could be because of the rainfall only. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's why we find a pre-intervention here, which is similar to the post-intervention in terms of rainfall as a covariate.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Yeah. So, right. So this is one thing that we can then measure that in this water body, right. So this one is Bindwatala. We'll go back and we'll get the numbers also. Yeah. Right. So you can say that that as a result of the intervention, post-intervention minus pre-intervention, what is the improvement? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then similarly over here, we are saying that in this zone of influence where this water body might be, people might be pumping water from the water body for irrigation, or maybe it is recharging into the ground, it is infiltrating into the ground. And the cropping areas over here, they might have wells, right? And they're pulling out water. Yeah. But because there's more surface water availability, so percolation happens, more percolation happens, and then these farms will have more easy access to water, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's possible earlier they might be able to plant only a single crop, but now they might be able to plant two crops, multiple crops. Yeah. So,
Yes, sir.
uh, however, actually on this, we don't see much change. Here also, we can do the same thing that compare the post-intervention with the pre-intervention. And in fact, over here, we do see that more double cropping is happening. Yeah. Which basically
Yeah.
means that um, People are planting, they planted two crops in this year, and right, not just one crop. Yeah. But in general, in other water bodies, we might not see much of a effect. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because farmers want to, I mean, if they're not able to access water from their wells, then they would use bore wells or groundwater typically now. Yeah. But that's what this thing also shows, that it helps you track that across the years, how is cropping intensity changing around this. Yeah. Yeah. Then similarly, there is another time series of a spectral index called NDVI. Yeah. Which
Yes, sir.
is the greenness. Yeah. So these things can also be tracked. This is now available every fortnight, and then we have fitted a smoothed curve to it. So here also you see that it is typically peaking twice in a year, which means that there is double cropping happening. Yeah. So it becomes green twice a year. Yeah, but again, right, some interesting things can be done. That again, right, the intervention happened at some point in 2020 to 23, somewhere around this time. So now post-intervention and pre-intervention, what are the differences? This can be another factor that can be used. Yeah. Yeah. So then there are other things, right? So now let's say if we want to, right? Huh. So what we are showing over here is that like in Bindua Talab, post-intervention, Rabi water improved, right? So winter water, availability of water during winters improved by 23%.
Yes, sir. And
Availability of water during the summers improved by 51%. Yeah. Right. Now you have,
yes, sir.
right, in some water bodies it's improving. In some, in fact, it did not
Some,
improve that much, which is also interesting.
yes,
Yeah. It could be for various reasons, right? Maybe, there was more
high
pumping
usage of
that might
water.
have happened. Yeah, high usage of water. Yeah.
Yes,
Um, so, uh, yeah, so actually it could 23, 24. Uh, this, okay, actually, this might be something. This might be a bug we should investigate because there's no, where's the slider gone in this? Yeah. But this is again something to investigate. Yeah.
sure, sir.
Right. Right. So now movement that might be occurring in the water bodies. Yeah. That in some it's improving by 25%, some it's improving by 30%, and so on. Right. That also, you might want to see if you can predict that. Yeah, how much improvement will happen. And there are certain properties that could help predict that. So for example, these are some other information about the water body. Yeah, whether the water body is on a drainage line or not. Yeah, so this water
Yes, sir.
body actually is situated on a drainage line. Yeah, a drainage line is basically something you obtain by using it. It basically tells you how the water is flowing. So, in fact, what you can see over here, it's a nice example actually, which just came up randomly for us. But this is called sort of upland, right? These areas are at a higher elevation. The water
Yeah.
kind of starts to flow, and these might be very small channels. Yeah, they might become into nalas at some point. They might become into a stream at some point, right? So they're getting
Yes.
darker, bluer and bluer, which is basically indicating something called the stream order. That it starts with a stream order one. When two channels of stream order one combines, it becomes stream order two. Yeah. When two things of stream order two
Yes, sir.
combine, it becomes stream order three. Yeah. And eventually you see that this is flowing into this river. Yeah. Yeah. So it's sort of entering into the river at this point. Yeah. So the water body is situated here. Now, what will also happen is that if a water body is on a drainage line, then it means that it will get silted up faster. Yeah. So
Yeah.
things that might be happening here, right? I mean, the silt will flow from here, all the surrounding areas, water body. Yeah. If a water body was situated somewhere here, then I think it will get silted up even faster. Yeah, because this is a higher stream order. So
Yes, sir.
I mean, there's a lot more sort of silt being collected and deposited over here. Yeah, yeah. So these kind of things, that whether it's a stream order or not, what is the order? Is it one which is at the top, or like two or three, or right? This river might be stream order four. Yeah. So these things matter. There's similarly, what is a catchment area? Catchment area is that for this water body, what area is draining into this water body? Yeah. Basically, the catchment area means that for this point, which where it is connecting, the catchment area is this whole yellow thing. All water, let's say when it rains, the water flows from here, all of this land into this channel. From here it flows into this, from here it flows into this, right? So this whole thing is called a catchment area. Yeah. So similarly, you
Yes.
can find the catchment area of this water body, which will be some area like this. Yeah. Yeah. So now the idea is that, therefore, the several variables, like what improvement might the water body see as a result of desilting? Yeah. It could be affected by these variables. Yeah. Whether there's some static variables like what is the catchment area, what drainage line it's on. Yeah. Similarly, it could be affected by the rainfall. Yeah. How much rainfall is
Yes,
happening
sir.
in that year? If more rainfall is happening, right, then you might see more effect. Yeah. Similarly, if it is on a drain, it gets silted up quickly, then in the second year, you might see less improvement because maybe you desilted it in this year, next year it helped, but by the third year, it got silted up again. Yeah. So it doesn't help anymore. Yeah. So many of these things can be investigated. Yeah. Um,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Another parameter that we also have is that the partner we are working with, A.T. Chandra Foundation, they also measure how much silt was actually removed, how many cubic meters of silt was removed. So this is basically the amount of, I mean, it's basically telling you the intensity of the intervention that was done. Yeah. So if more silt was removed, then potentially you'll see a higher effect. Yeah. But of course, it
Yes,
also
sir.
depends on the size of the water body. Yeah. So in water bodies of similar sizes, right, large amount of silt was removed, then you might see more effect. Yeah. Yeah. So, right. So now this data is available, as you can see, for several districts across Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, UP, MP. Yeah. And so we can share, of course, all of this, right? All this data is in the form of, I mean, it's in tabular form also, as well as right? We know the locations, right? The polygons of these water
Yes, sir.
bodies, and all of these are different data points that in this year, how much area had perennial water, seasonal water, and so on. Yeah. So all of this is there, and so yeah. So I mean, it will be nice to see if you'd be interested in taking this up, and right, we can do this analysis to see overall how much impact has been created as a result of these interventions.
Yes,
Can
sir.
we also predict the impact, right? So what it means is that it can help in planning, that people can then see that if I were to do this intervention, how much impact can I expect? Yeah, so they
Yes, sir.
can use it to prioritize also if they want. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that can be done, with this. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah. Um, So, yeah, should I then I can connect you and we can let's see if you can right start going through the data first, browse through the dashboard and understand, right? And then we can start figuring out a work plan on this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sure, sir.
great. ठीक है. Any questions at this point?
Yes. So what's the next plan that I need to do now, like browsing the data and getting all these features, informations?
Huh. So maybe one thing you can try is, I mean, just some basic, right? That just load the data from different water bodies into a data frame. See if you can come up with like a overall district level dashboard. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
not really a dashboard, but just a table to start with. Yeah, which can show. how much, right, just based on rainfall, how much difference were you seeing? Yeah. That can
Yes,
be right, just so that you get comfortable with parsing the data. Next, I think you can start converting. I mean, once you convert it into a data frame, right? So then basically for each, there will be a row for each water body. Yeah. You
yes, sir.
know, right? In that water body, you'll have whether it's on a drainage line or not, what is the catchment area, yeah, of the water body. Then you'll have other variables like rainfall in different years, um, and similarly the seasonal water availability in different years. Yeah. So once you have a data frame, then you can do some more interesting analysis. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'll point you to some reading on uh, something called propensity score matching,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
which is that you study pairs of water bodies which are similar on all covariates, right? So water bodies which have a similar size, similar catchment area, similar stream order. So you would expect that they would behave similarly, and you try to find such water bodies which are some which right, which got different levels of treatment, yeah, different
Yes,
levels of
sir.
silt removal, yeah, and right, so that could be quite interesting, right? I mean, because then you can start building a predictive model based on that,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
And sir, which district should I pick up for this?
You can try picking up maybe so let's pick up two districts in MP, two in UP,
Ye-
and
Yes, sir.
two in Maharashtra. Uh,
Okay,
so
sir.
in Maharashtra, maybe I mean we can pick up anything, but maybe you can see which ones have like 50, 60 kind of water bodies. So you have a sufficiently large number. Yeah.
Sure, sir.
50,
I
60
will take
water
into
bodies in
consideration.
which, yeah, some treatment was done. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Because some of them just have very few. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you can select some decent number. Great.
Yes, sir. And by what time should I give all these reports? Like next week?
Yeah, we can connect next. Oh, actually, I'm traveling next week, but let's touch base on email. I mean, we'll figure out a time. We can,
Yes, sir.
yeah. You can let me know whenever you've made some progress, and then we can find a time to catch up.
Uh, and last out, what should I ask to the Anupam sir regarding this? Should I talk about this project regarding water regulations?
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Tanvir. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks.
sir. Have a nice
Thanks.
day.
Yeah, you too. Bye. Bye.